I have a deja vu. I'm sitting in the train and I'm going to do some Wim Hof breathing stuff. I'm going to the first weekend of the training of Wim Hof breathing to become a trainer. Yeah, so here I'm the train, not in Scotland, but just in Holland. And this is what it looks like. Pretty boring, eh? This is Holland. Lost. Lost in the Netherlands. Look at that. We're walking outside now on our bare feet and in as less clothes.
Ja, doe maar even uit alles, hè?
Yeah, I should, right?
Ja.
15 degrees.
15 degrees. Yeah. We just had the first morning session and we didn't breathe yet. A lot of exercises. One of them is the crow. Let me show you what the crow is. This is the crow. And another one is quite interesting. It's to stand in a squat like this. Now I do boxing, you know, with a friend of mine, and we do this too, but we do this for 1 minute. And we're standing like this for 15 minutes. That's just, you know, if you think about it up front, you think it's impossible, but it's really possible. And what happened with me was that I was standing in this squat and I started shaking. But I can't pretend it now, but I was really shaking. And instead of the pain, I was focusing on the shaking, and I kind of got in an well, how do you call it, like I got in peace with the pain because I was concentrating on the shaking. So everybody, we were with 30 people, 50 people here, and everybody just stood in the squat for 15 minutes. The whole day started with jumping in a swimming pool, which was like 2 degrees Celsius. And I didn't know that. So I thought like, okay, this is probably cold, but not that cold. So I just jumped in like this, like, oh. And it was, you know, like, oh man, it's amazing, but it's a real pain on your skin. Don't you think so? That's
Yes,
like really,
yeah.
really painful. And when I got in the water, I didn't notice it yet. But then 2-3 seconds later, it was like, holy shit, this is really cold. And you get outside and then you think like, okay, breathe. You know, I did it before twice. I was in an ice bath, so I know how it works. Okay, breathe, stay calm, breathe as low as possible. And then after 5 seconds, it was like, okay, enough. I have to get out of here. I must.
Yeah,
So we're going to do this, right?
we're going to do this second time.
Second time today.
Second time today, now in the ice, so
How do you feel?
a little bit cold actually.
Yeah, I'm,
but,
you know, like, yeah.
but very excited. I have the adrenaline and the calmness. Yeah, and I'm delighted to experience what I'm going to feel. Different than this morning in that big bath. Now we're going in this small bath.
Oh, we're going in this one.
Yes, filled with ice.
You know, I feel less comfortable than this morning, actually.
I think this is because after the breathing exercise, you get a little bit colder.
Yeah, I feel actually not good at all. I want to go in as what is best, sooner or later.
Ja, dat wordt heel spannend. Hé, is die fiets van jou?
Okay, so I have my jacket on again. Look, I love jackets and coats. wow, I was really a little bit afraid of going into that ice tub, but did it anyway, and I found out that I was actually hotter afterwards than I was before. So it's the next day. I'm waiting for my ride to go to middle of nowhere, Stroe, in the east of the Netherlands. I'm standing here behind the central station in Amsterdam. So this is the view. Wow, nice 360. So how did I feel yesterday? I fell asleep like 9:30. My body was really tired. I was very cold. So sitting in the ice bed actually it made me cold in the evening very much. And I'm really happy that I didn't sit in the ice bath twice, because that was a possibility, but it was just too much for me. So I felt a bit feverish actually. And I slept on until 7 o'clock this morning, like one go, like amazing, you know. And I woke up with quite a bit of muscle pain in my lower back because of the squat. You know, we did the squat for 15 minutes, which was pretty massive, pretty hard for my body. I feel really good. Yeah, well, we see what today is bringing us. For sure, an ice bath. And so far, I think that it is the basic training of this Wim Hof teachings it's a perfect mix of, there's some yoga in it, there's of course the breathing exercises, there's some real hardcore training like sitting in the squat for 15 minutes, there's a lot of theory and a lot of science in it, and which I truly like, because apart from my like my mystical side and like how to live a happy life and that stuff, I'm a nerd too, and I love science and I love numbers. And this training is really from a scientific point of view, you know, so they won't say anything that is like spiritual or woo-woo. It's very, very, very grounded and earthly, and this is what I truly love. This method is amazing. I cannot say any different. Okay, here a little selfie recap of the second day, the first half of the day. I'm wearing my headphones because it's a bit windy and there's a microphone in it, so I don't have to scream and shout so much. So this is a lot about theory, and it's beautiful. It's about the circulation of the blood, how your lungs work, the whole assimilation of glucose, and it's like biology, but to a practical extent, and extremely interesting. This is magic, and the magic is in that it's rational. It's not about spirituality and woo and all that stuff. It's rational. It's about science and about how it works and what really happens in your body. And I'm a fan. I can only say that. And time for lunch now. See you later. Bye. We went into the ice bath, and yesterday I was beforehand really cold. I was shivering, and afterwards less, but I was also shivering. Now the challenge for today was to not shiver, and because shivering is being uncontrolled. It's a lack of focus in a way, you know, and it could be a lack of brown fat, but either way I thought it was a lack of focus. And what happened today was that before we went into ice bath, first I became extremely tired, and I was like, holy shit, I really don't want to do this, you know. So today I found that I can find my hyper focus really quite easily, and it's just a mind game. I can really have this hyper focus and become completely centered, and to such an extent that I was really quite cold, but I didn't have to shiver, and I went into the ice bath even twice, you know, like amazing. So I decided I want to be an instructor, because this is just so cool. And the family, you know, the Wim Hof family, it's really the sons and the daughters of Wim that are working behind the scene. They do so much, and they're so professional and really nice people. You know, but I'm talking about the bigger family, the people who like this method. And what I really like about it, that it's very scientifically based and in a way rational. You know, and you can make your own story of it, but this really scientific part is what triggers the nerd in me and what I thought was very, very interesting. And I have nothing to say anymore. The only thing is that I truly, highly recommend this for anybody. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are, if you're a man or a woman, the color of your skin, where you are in your personal development, if you're thin or fat or trained or not trained. It is just amazing. So, highly recommend it. This was my weekend of the instructor, the basic course towards becoming an instructor, and I'm very happy. I'm a bit tired too, and I'm extremely hungry because you probably didn't know this, I didn't know this, but lying, the ice therapy, you know, lying in ice cold water is extremely good for dropping weight. I don't really have to drop weight, so I have to eat, you know, I have to eat a lot. So I'm going to have some food now, and thank you very much for watching. Below in the description you will find the free online course of Wim. So you can get most of the information that was in this course you can actually get on the website. You know, like there's the free online course. You will find a link in the description below. There's also the 10-week course. You will find a link in the below, and there's also a scientific part, and I will put that link also in there. So, you know, you can do the yoga part yourself. The breathing method is really just about doing it. You know, no excuses, just do it. And then the scientific part you can find on the website. And this combination of these three things was for me a perfect weekend. I learned so much and I cannot grasp it yet. So, well, thanks for watching this, and I see you later. Bye.